Hello, I am a Shrimpchu, and today we are building this beautiful house from Little Sim World, because Little Sim World comes out on early access on May 1st, and I'm excited. I haven't always followed it as closely, but I've been following it for like 5 years, and I'm excited to see it, like, finally come out. I know there's been some demos and stuff, but I wasn't, I don't even remember if that was just when I wasn't online, or if I had, like, if I made a decision at the time being like, no, I'll wait. I don't remember. But either way, whatever amount of gameplay will be all new to me. So yeah, this little house is it's the house that's on their Steam screenshots. I think it's the only one I could find, not the only one I could find, but the only, like, sort of official game one and not created by people in demos that I felt a bit about using, so I did not consider. But the only full, like, floor plan, or the first one I found. Doesn't matter. I don't know. Am I rambling? Yes. But yeah, I'm recreating it in this beautiful game we call The Sims. And you can just pretend that you're in my brain as I build this, going, Sim squares. Does that room need to be smaller? Bigger? Listen, I think it's a good attempt at the end. All I'm saying, though, is the wallpaper in this house really makes me hope that the Sims team are going to see this and go, we need to give them more wall options. Because for all the wall options we have, we do not have wall options. Patterns, man. I want patterns that are not really obnoxious or kids focused. Because you'll see what I end up using. I used what I think was the best match for the vibe of the walls, but man, no, could not get a proper pattern. Yeah, I spent forever debating if I did a little custom shower setup, or if I, used the pre-built little box of a shower. I end up, it ties into me debating how many squares that room should really have. It's maybe a square wider, but I think it would be too squished if it was a square shorter. I end up using just I debated even putting a door in and everything. I was like, But I used a pre-built shower, which the only thing that annoys me is none of them, all of them have the shower head on the same wall, which I understand is maybe perhaps easier on the dev team for actually making showers. But I want one that has the shower face on, you step into it, because that was why I debated so long, because I was like, but the shower should be facing where they step in to match with the actual little SimWorld house. But oh wow. And yeah. The bedroom's definitely too wide. I'll bring that in a bit. Yeah, listen, there's a lot of sort of cream and yellow accents to different items that I'm kind of like, I'm trying The Sims. I apologize if this used a few too many packs, but in the name of attempted accuracy, I must try. I was gonna say snazzy little house. It feels like a starter home to me, but it's slightly expensive to be a starter home. So, it's like I don't know, the house your sim moves to immediately after their starter home, if they are not gaining family or roommates, because it's still a single sim. But you know what, maybe some siblings, could move in here and, put in a bunk bed. It's fine. This little makeup counter area, listen, I like it, it's great. Yeah, place some makeup clutter items. I spent forever trying to find one specific item that I was sure existed, and I spent so long trying to find it that I started to doubt it existed, and I was like, have I fabricated this? And it's that little, I can't remember which kit it's from. I can't remember if it's from, a kit or a pack. I already can't remember. But it's the one that's a little makeup tray with a built-on round light-up mirror on it. But it doesn't have makeup in the title, it doesn't have mirror in the title, it doesn't even have light in the title. It's called something is it Shine On, Shine In, or something to that effect. I eventually found it, I was so happy it existed, but Oh boy, did I go through like several levels of debating my memory. So don't worry, it ends up there. There's plans for that space. And otherwise, like, it's very nice open plan kind of house. You know, you just got a chill little living room that you immediately walk into. Nice open plan kitchen, dining, your one bedroom that you could, you know, expand or work with in your nice little bathroom. I've built it, as you can see, on Beach Byway. So there's room for expansion if you wanted to download this and build on from it. I think I will probably do that. If my sim expands. I feel like I gave this a new saves file, and I'm kind of thinking maybe Well, I would like to build more things from Little Sim World and The Sims in general, because I always wanted to do that from, like, the first time they started showing little snippets. I'm sorry, not sorry, but I might have to build something based off their older design for the, pub/bar. I'm sorry, I like red too much. But yeah. But the save file, I'm thinking maybe I would just recreate Little Sim World slowly in The Sims. I think you saw her ever so briefly at the start, and you will see glimpses of her later in this, and don't worry about her, she's fine. She's fine. I did make a little sim to match the little simmy, the little in the screenshot from Little Sim World. Too many life sim words. Too many. But yeah, because I feel like, well, obviously Life by You got cancelled, so it's basically Little Sim World, even though that seems to be more into, like, the impression I'm getting is it's more like a child of The Sims and Stardew Valley than just pure life sim. So I guess Paralives is the last standing for the decent competitors to The Sims. And I'm excited for that. And yes, I will definitely be building things from that. I like recreating things in The Sims. Maybe I'll do vice versa, you know? Maybe I'll try recreating something I built in The Sims in another game at some future point. We'll see, because, like, I don't know, like, what if I don't get into the building modes of other games? I realize, you know, I should, logically. But I feel like, you know, what if this becomes, like, my favorite spoon? Like, what if only The Sims 4 build mode is the build mode for me? We'll see, though. We'll see. It's fine. Sorry. Rambly distraction. The rugs. Listen, the rugs kind of match the vibes. Similar to the walls, I'm kind of like, we need more, like, options and patterns. There were some that were, like, sort of the right pattern, but didn't come in the right color. Like, and I wish I had an in-between shade on the blue on those rugs, because I was like, circular blue rug, perfect. But it only comes in super duper pale or bright bold blue. I was like, I need an in-between shade, but okay. And I love the little watermelon and lemon rugs in Little Sim World. I feel like I'm going to really enjoy having whimsical building fun there, because yeah, we have some fun items, but a lot of it's like the kids' stuff. That rug there with the eggs and the cat, because I had to use the cat, because I know it's a dog in Little Sim World, I know, but, you know, we need more, like, quirky, funky, fun items. And I know, because, see, there she is, don't worry about her, she's fine. There was not at all a thunderstorm whenever I was testing if things were accessible. Don't mind my sim. She's fine. And see this bathroom rug? Because that one that's like the wedding-y one, it's the right kind of swirly pattern, but it doesn't give off the same color vibe energy, so I was like, I went with the other one because I thought it had the vibe better. Ugh. But yeah, I know we have, it's not even, as you can tell by the fox rug I've shoved on top of the welcome mat, that's actually the little baby, like, rug. There's a watermelon swatch in that I go place under the shower to recreate that. But no lemon. You just get a plain bright yellow thing rug over in the kitchen, which is fine. It's fine. Shrimp said while her perfectionism bonked her over the head with a baseball bat. But it's okay, because I'm going to bonk it on the head with a baseball bat as well. Does that really mean I'm bonking myself over the head with a baseball bat? We're not going to think about that too long. I know there's a really cute decor in the little Sims World one, like the little frog on the lily pad and stuff. I used the axolotl from Lovestruck because that was the closest, you know, and it's another amphibian, it's kind of close. If it wasn't a fountain, I was gonna use the... Is that from, like, the backyard stuff? Or whichever pack? Like, it's an earlier pack. The fountain, like, emitter that's a frog on a rock. Like, it's big. It's not, like, you know, frog-sized. But I was like, no, because that's gonna... If I could turn off the fountain feature, maybe, but no. But, you know... Also, the little elephant teapot. I was like, that's the perfect shade for the gold teapot in the screenshot. And you know what? The elephant adds some fun that we have lost from the lack of lemons. I know. Although when life gives you lemons, but I'm out here like, won't the Sims give us lemon rugs? But yeah, and the bin is like a proper metal, like with a lid, like I can only picture in cartoons, like, you know, whenever Tom from Tom and Jerry's out in the alleyway trying to find fish in bins, style of bin. Which, you know, fair. Interesting indoor choice, but fair. And we almost have that. Ours doesn't have a lid, but it's close enough. And I do like how we have the giant bear and the penguin and the smaller bear. I was like, I cannot wait to make a plushy obsessed little in the little Sims world. See, there it is, that shine on whatever. I missed which pack it was from. Sorry, things go too fast. Also, I don't know if, I mean, I guess one of my mods maybe is having issues, or because I could not downsize some of the counters. I was like, excuse me? Okay, prepare to say goodbye to Mr. Lovestruck Hippo. He was the original choice to replace the frog, but then I came across the axolotl and went, as much as the hippo is kind of cuter, the axolotl is kind of amphibian-ier by a lot. Also, I was convinced we had a ship in a bottle in the game. Apparently we don't, but we do have the ship, so maybe I just remembered the ship and imagined the bottle. Okay, we've reached the point where I'm like figuratively weeping going through all the wallpapers, being like, but they're either really, really plain or they're patterned, but they're patterned in a here's your old mansion or here's your super duper cute cottage. Like, there's not a lot of like modern but not in your face. I briefly considered leaving it that blue and white because I was like, that kind of plays with the lighter colors, isn't obnoxious, but then this wall that's from the bowling kit, isn't it? It has the right shapes. It doesn't have the colors, but has the right shapes. I was like, it's fine. You know what? It vibes with the bathroom being white tile. It's just all white walls. It's fine. It's fine. Like, don't talk to me. It's fine. And the little garden is little. I do add a bench that is not included in the screenshot, like just in the little bit that you would never see from having your walls up and looking at the front of the house. But otherwise, you know, you have your telescope, your little row of plants, and then I put in the little sort of fountain water feature thing from Snowy Escape, because that was the closest in my mind to the little like water well, pipe, hose, whatever thing going on. Words are hard, okay. It was briefly going to be that chicken fountain if I didn't find anything better, but then I found it. Because we do have laundry though, I have kind of switched it up. So on the gallery you're getting a bench underneath that window from the bedroom. In my game though, I like deleted the bench and put in the clothesline. So if you have laundry, that's an option, because I was like, I don't know where my Sims hanging up our laundry. Also, I debated this window for a while, because like just one, I was like, that's kind of like privacy but less in light, and then I was like, add two, and then it's like you have the choice, you know, that your Sim can close the bottom one for privacy and open the top one for light, or have them both closed. Works. It works. Yeah, I like to think it worked out for what we have in game. Like, I feel like, you know, you could see this in a lineup and go, yes, that's that little Sims house, little Sim World house. Tree's not quite in the right place, and some of the walls don't quite have the same dimensions, but Sim squares are hard. So obviously, you know, I had to just build the roof, how the roof is, and I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm funny. Insert laugh track. But no, just two simple roof pieces. I wasn't gonna get fancy. You know, it's a not quite starter house, and it is snazzy in its own right. But thank you for sticking with my ramble if you made it to this point. If you like this build, it is up on the gallery. My Steam gallery ID is Shrimp2. It's up under Little Sim World House. It's like 39,000 simoleons, so like, you know, like I said, not a starter home, but not, you know, it's like a step or two up from a starter home. It's fine. It's like your Sim's wonderful home while they're setting up their career. Or maybe it is their dream home, you know? Depends on your Sim. I hope they like the penguin, and I hope you do not get cursed with horrible laundry issues. Thank you for watching. Feel free to check out my channel if you liked my build. I like to recreate things from other games, shows, movies, and also build whatever random idea pops into my head, so there's a variety for everybody. And happy Chocolate Bunny Day, where it is relevant. Oh, bye!